there are two types of second degree block. There's second degree type 1 and second degree type 2. Makes sense, huh? Now, what is the difference? Second degree type 1, they all have several names. This is also called Mobitz 1. The second degree is Mobitz 2. If you just call them second degree type 1, second degree type 2, you will be fine. You know, different people call them different things, but second degree type 1 and 2 is really the easiest. Now, second degree type 1 also has another name, and it is after the German doctor that discovered it, and it is called Wenckebach. But there again, if you just pick second degree type 1 or second degree type 2, you are going to be fine. These other names you do not have to know, but they all are interchangeable. So for second degree type 1, I'm just going to go for type 1 over here. Type 1. You are going to have elongating PR intervals. What does that mean? Our PR interval is not going to be constant. PR interval is not constant. It increases. It keeps increasing. Increases in size. It might start at 0.20. The next QRS, it's at 0.28. The next one, it might be at 0.32. And then all of a sudden, you drop a QRS. And then no QRS. The thing that is constant about second degree heart blocks is they are irregular. They're irregular. So there's no consistency between R to R. They're irregular and they're missing QRSs. So if you're missing a QRS and your rhythm's irregular, you have a second degree block. No matter what you want to call it, you have a second degree block. So what I'm going to do is erase this and erase this, and we're going to just stick with second degree type 1 and type 2, and I'm going to erase Wenckebach because Wenckebach is really type 1. It is type 1, but all second degrees are irregular and they're missing QRS. If you have that, you have a second degree block. Then you just have to figure it out. Which one is it, type 1 or type 2? Type 1, your PR interval is increasing. You are missing QRS. All of a sudden, it gets longer, longest, and then a QRS is gone. So what does that look like? It looks like this. Whoops. My staples board. I'm hoping. All right, so pull it a little closer. So you can see how long the QRS is. Here's our PR interval. It's long. This one's even longer. Look how long this one is. It's huge. It starts here, it ends there, and then, oh look, here's a P, no QRS. And then it starts over. PR interval is short, gets a little longer, gets huge, and then a P with no QRS. So then you will have a P and no QRS because your QRS is dropped. So when you think of second degree blocks, always think that it's irregular and that you are missing QRSs. Now, second degree type 2, with type 2, you're still missing QRSs. But your PR interval is constant. So if it's 0.20, it's 0.20. It's constant. It's the same. It doesn't change. So you're missing QRSs, but your PR interval is the same. So you got to be measuring these PR intervals because, again, type 1, you have a PR interval that's greater than 0.20. With second degree type 1, you have a PR interval that keeps getting longer, longer, longer. So if you're not measuring it, you're not going to know that. And with type 2, your PR interval is constant, but you're missing QRSs. So to review, a first degree AV block, you have a PR interval that's constant. It's greater than 0.20. You have a tight QRS. You have a T wave following the QRS. Everything is regular. Your PRs are constant. Your R to R is constant. Second degree heart block or AV block is irregular. You're missing QRSs. So if you're missing QRSs, you want to think second degree block. Second degree type 1, you're missing QRSs. There is a P that doesn't have a QRS, but the key to it is your PR intervals keep increasing in size, and then you are missing a QRS. Second degree type 2, your PR interval is constant, but you're missing QRSs. So your R to R is not regular, even though your PR interval is constant.